This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Sandy Ryan over Zoom. Sandy, seems like you've got quite a nice setting there over in the States. How are you finding it?
Yeah, good. Training right into deep training camp now. So, um, yeah, I'm in a good place and working hard every day, pushing myself.
What's
Make
been
sure
the
I'm ready for September
Sorry to cut you
27th.
there. I was just going to say, what's been the main benefit you've felt since you've started training out in America?
Just all round, um, what they have me doing here and the training. Like you see a lot of fighters come over to America to train, whether it's just for sparring or just a full training camp. You see a lot of fighters doing that, and that's exactly what I done because when you do come over here and you train, there is a difference. I'm out of my comfort zone. Um, the training here, it's great and it's what I need at this level. So that's why I'm here.
It's obviously been something you've said, as you've said there, that's been a bit more prominent in recent years, especially. We've seen a lot of fighters out there, as you mentioned. Obviously, Anthony
Hmm.
Joshua had a brief spell with Robert Garcia. Granted,
Hmm.
he's traveled over, but obviously you've got the likes of Joshua Buatsi, Hamza Shiraz trains out there as well. Trying to think of other fighters, but yeah, it's been a common theme. So, what in
Mm.
particular for you has stood out?
Um, it's the training and also the way the way I gelled with the trainers and Flick, like we got a good connection and I like the way he works. I like the way what he does with me and training and he's everything that we do, he's drilling it or he's just making sure it's right. And there's obviously you've got the mountains here. We run up Death Mountains and you, the training is it's just good. Like it's just better until you do it. Until as a fighter you do it, then it's hard to explain other than just saying that is just great. Also, it just makes me focus. I'm away from home, away from family and friends. I'm here on my own. Like there's nothing other than me to just lock in and focus. And especially big fights now that I have this, that's exactly what I need to do.
Before we kind of delve a bit more into the Mikaela Mayer fight, obviously I'm sure you're aware of her most recent comments and her unhappiness with you teaming up with her training team. I just wanted to get kind of firstly your position and your understanding on how everything unfolded and how the link up came about. Any conversations you've had with Mikaela prior to linking up and then since you've linked up as well.
Yeah, I came over here 4 weeks before the Jessica McCaskill fight. So, and she was still fighting at 130 or 135. So she was not even, sorry.
That's okay.
Um, she was not even at 147. So she was just not in, I was not thinking about her one bit. And then obviously, Tomas, are you on the line? Yes.
It's still me here.
Okay. Um, so obviously, so I came, threw me off now,
Are
that
you
phone
speaking
call.
about how she was competing at 130, 135?
All right, right. Yeah, so I came over before the Jessica and Pascal fight, and then obviously I needed a change in what I was doing and my team, and I've known Kay for years, um, and he linked me up, set me up a team, and with Flick. Flick is my trainer. Let's get that right. Um, so I came back into camp to train with Flick for the Terry Harper fight, and and that's what it is. Like I'm just training. I'm focusing on myself. I'm bringing myself to America to train for me, like and for nobody else. You think I'm going to come across the other side of the world to rattle Mikaela Mayer? She was not in my sights. She was. We was not planning to even fight her, but she just she got salty about me training over here, and and then that's where all the talk has come from her, and that's what's made the fight really. So for me, I'm chilled. Like, me and Flick are putting in the work. We're getting ready for September 27th, and we're gonna shut someone up.
I've obviously listened to Michaela's comments, and it certainly seems, on her behalf at least, a little personal now, with the way things unfolded. She did say that you had a phone call after, I believe after she fought Tasha Jonas to explain the situation, and you never, believed you was going over there, stepping on her toes and what have you, which she kind of disagreed with. What can you tell me about that conversation you had over the phone?
Yeah, because I was being a nice person at the time, and I heard when I come over, I heard that it had rattled her, and she was like, "Why is Sandy Ryan here training in the same gym?" I mean, there's other fighters in other gyms that are the same weight and they train in the same gym, but it affected her massively. And obviously, I called her. I'm like, "Look, she had a fight with Tasha." So I was like, "Look, like, I ain't come over here to disturb you. Um, I'm here in camp with Flick. Like at the time, Kay was her trainer. What was the problem? Do you know what I mean?" So for me, I just tried to be a nice person because I'm coming across the other side of the world, right? On my own, no friends, no family. So, and I'm training in a gym. I don't want any awkwardness or anything like that because I'm just not that kind of person. Um, and I heard stories, it was making it awkward for her. So I just wanted to deal with it. We're adults. Speak on the phone. What's your problem? I'm not here to cause you any stress. I'm in camp here. I'm training for a fight, Terry Harper. That was the end of it. She still carried on with the BS, and she couldn't get the rematch with Tasha Jonas, so she's trying to look for another fight, isn't she? So obviously that's just make a story for her. But I just was here training with Flick, doing my thing, and that was that the story. I don't know why she's coming up with all this BS, and she's just taking it so personal. And but she'll find out. She'll find out. When someone just talks a lot and talks a lot of BS, they're gonna find out. And September 27th is when she's gonna find out because I will make sure of that.
That
When
leads.
someone keeps talking a lot, I'm calm, but you keep talking, okay, it's gonna be an even more of a beating.
It leads into my next question quite nicely. Obviously, we know in the past, Sandy is, especially as you edge towards a fight and you're in fight week, you can be a little bit fiery, especially if you've got an opponent who likes to give it back as well at press conferences and what have you. Given Michaela's comments, do you feel like this will be more of a fiery build-up now?
He's trying to make that into a fiery build-up. Um, but I'm here to do a job. But of course, like she's gonna talk a shit fight. We all know that. I mean, she's talked enough online. I mean, it's probably that's probably what gets her through camp talking. Some people need that attention. They need it. So it needs it to get her going. So her posting all this on social media, it's giving her a bit of a buzz, bit of a attention that she needs. I don't need that validation. I don't need that attention. I don't post as much on social media. I post what I want to post. And but everybody's different. And if that's the way she wants to come into it, then good luck to her. Um, but we know we know what the outcome is going to be, and it's going to be and still, and I'll be defending my belt, and she would have had a right good beating.
moving away from kind of all the talk of the trainer situation and anything which might come up and be a bit more personal now, with the fight itself, how do you envisage it playing out? How do you see this fight unfolding?
I win the fight. I win the fight by any means. I'm preparing for all kinds of circumstances. Um, but let's get it real. Like I'm a real 147-pound fighter. Um, and she's gonna feel that halfway through the fight. She'll definitely feel it. And so we'll see how much punishment she can take. But I could just see me winning and on the greatest stage possible in boxing for me, and putting on a performance for the New York City crowd, and that's what I'm excited about.
You obviously had a very dominant performance in that stoppage victory against Terry Harper. Do you envisage this fight not necessarily going similar, but do you see those opportunities presenting in themselves to you where you can find a stoppage in this fight?
If I see an opportunity, I'm taking it for sure. Um, and I believe there will be times where there will be opportunities. So, like I say, um, we'll see. But I believe going into later on in the fight, we'll see how much punishment she can take.
You are the champion, Sandy. As I like to do often when fighters are in this position, you're the champion, but somewhat the away fighter. Obviously, it's a top rank show. Um,
Hmm.
any concerns on that behalf going in as an away fighter?
Of course, it's always going to be in the back of a fighter's head, and that's why I need to make sure it's a dominant performance, and I am the champion, so I need to make sure I make it a dominant performance and show why I'm the champion, and yeah, that's it's always going to be in the back of my head though. For any fighter, it would be, but we're here, and I'm taking this opportunity to fight on this stage, defend my belt. Um, so yeah, no looking back.
Victory here. Where to next? Is it to try and unify those titles? Obviously, you got Lauren Price and Natasha Jonas, other title holders.
Yeah, definitely next year. We'll see what's what with the team, but that is definitely something that I want to do. But we know boxing, and we just have to see what my team say and put in front of me.
What would be the most kind of interesting fight for you beyond Mikaela Mayer that's out there?
Um, I'd love to fight, obviously, Lauren Price, Tasha, the girls in my weight. You got Chantelle Cameron. Everyone wants to see that fight with me and her. Yeah, I know she doesn't want to fight me, but it's business, and a lot of people want to see that. Two British girls, two top level fighters. That's a possible fight in the future as well. So there's some big fights out there after this.
Do you think again, Chantelle Cameron fight, especially now you are a title holder, if you keep a hold of your belt as well, do you think it's likely we could get closer towards that fight between yourself and Chantelle?
I think so. Like I say, people are already talking about it, and like it's business at the end of the day. Like it just makes sense. It makes sense for one of them that fight to happen in the future.
Final one from me, Sandy, just a fight on the horizon, the rematch between Katie and Amanda. What's your thoughts on it? How do you see that one playing out?
Close fight, like the first one's a very close fight, but obviously I'm going with Katie. Um, I've supported her from day one, and I'm carrying on supporting her. So Katie win for me.
Right, Sandy, I appreciate your time. Obviously, good luck with the rest of camp. Good luck come fight night.
Thank
And
you.
I'll speak to you
Thank you.
soon.
Thank you.